Hi guys. Okay, so been doing a lot of introspection, the whole hermit mode, going in here and there, and the whole time I'm wiping off the car, and just near the end of work, my other job that I have there, I started reflecting on certain things, and I started really taking a look at certain things as well. And then I do understand that people will project certain things onto you if they feel a certain way about their own choices, their own life, and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, gets to the point. I started thinking about the way I interacted with my family, my friends, even workplaces, or just people in general. And like, when I really think about it, I've never been put away. I've never been locked up or put in jail or anything like that. I was on honor roll twice when I was in high school. I may not have been the perfect child. I never really started too many fights. Arguments, yeah, in my family, yelling was normal. But, I mean, if you think about it, if you actually break it down, I was never actually bad or mistreated anybody in any specific way, especially not to hurt or harm them or anything like that. I was a little bit promiscuous, but I mean, I had a specific role model for that, and they were purposefully kind of creating a case for themselves to prove me to be a certain way, which was their projections of me. So the fact that they didn't lead me in a certain direction and allowed me to go down this other one and projected all that onto me, I carried that, and they knew about it, but I didn't. Anyways, to get to the point, I'm really thinking about it. I was like, was I terrible in school? No, I didn't cause no problems for nobody. I kept to myself. Was I terrible at my jobs? No. I was actually overly efficient, and I did really well, and I always spoke up and said what I needed to, and it was usually work related. I never had an issue with anybody. I never started no fights on purpose or nothing like that, and I wasn't malicious to people. Yeah, sure, people may have thought I was like an outcast or something like that, but again, with the projections, I was carrying a shit ton of energy I knew nothing about at that time. And was I terrible to my friends? No, I think I was very loyal to my friends. For the most part, there's certain things that happened in between that was supposed to happen, divine timing, and they played out a certain way on purpose. But me not being around them right now, there's a reason for that. There's a lot of things they did behind the scenes when it came to me that I knew then, and that I even started realizing now. And there's a reason I'm not around them right now. And then, was I terrible to my exes? Well, at certain points I was definitely in a karmic state, but was I terrible to them? No. I wouldn't say I was terrible to them either. And I keep going through this, and I'm thinking, was I terrible to my family members? And I was like, no, I was pretty fucking nice to all my family. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, why in the world would I ever think at any point I deserved being treated the way I was being treated, when I had no physical evidence or of me acting a certain way that deserved that? And then I was thinking, well, there's a lot of negative things that were said about me, a lot of projections of who I am or who I'm supposed to be or how I'm supposed to act and think and feel, or how other people felt about me, like as in their projections onto me, that they weren't dealing with themselves, that I now physically see. And it's just like, wow. I was like, so this whole time, many of the people that were around me, they were really looking at me through the eyes of another person. They weren't really being discerning and looking at the facts and the logistics of it, like right there, right in front of you, what it is, the mechanics of it, how I'm actually treating you, was pretty fucking good. Think about all the memories that we've had together. If anybody's watching my channel right now, old friends, family, ex-lovers, and all that, think about the whole time we spent together, every single time. Was I shit to you? Was I really terrible to you? Honestly, when you think about it. And if there's anything I acted karmically that was out of emotion, was there a good reason for it, or was there no reason at all? And did I do anything to sabotage, hurt you, or ruin your fucking life on purpose? No, I did not. I've never wished that for anybody. Did I get myself into odd situations when I was younger? Yeah, I fucking did. It was kind of like free-range parenting. I didn't really have the best role models or proper guidance. So yeah, I was just thinking about all that. And as I'm doing that, as I'm brushing the car off and I'm thinking about all this, all of a sudden you start hearing like sirens and shit like that. And I'm like, okay, well, I needed to start actually looking at it like that. Like, was I really that fucking terrible to people? No. Did I deserve to go through the shit that I went through? No, I didn't. I was literally taking on the karma for other people and embodying other people and living their fucking bullshit while they got to reap the rewards of any of my good energy, which was loving. Unconditional love. And they had no problem with that. They had no problem talking shit about me either. They had no problem saying terrible fucking things about me, including the fact of me being slow or anything like that, and mildly mentally handicapped. Maybe even mental distress or anything like that they could throw my way, which was a projection, because that's not true. There is no physical evidence of it, and there's no reason for anybody to say that sort of thing to me. But they believed so. Their perception of me was that of themselves unhealed. And I carried it for them. It's terrible. It's a fucking terrible thing. Because there's so many people I miss, and there's so many relationships I cared about. And I really, truly wish some people were still in my life, but I'm on my own way. So I'm not going backwards. It would take a fucking whole lot to go in reverse or to go back in the past. I'm not doing that. So if anybody out there that's watching this video, you've experienced this and you just kept taking on the burdens of others, I'm sorry. So sorry you had to go through that shit, because I feel that. And I just want you to actually sit and think about how you treated other people. If you were really kind and loving for the majority of the time, and maybe in your karmic state you had a couple emotional reactions, but ultimately how you felt about other people and the way you treated them, was it kind? And then you got treated like shit, you didn't deserve it. Okay?